Welcome back to the Urbex Dead Mall series, and this is my nighttime tour of the Grove City Premium Outlets in Grove City, Pennsylvania. I visited this place on the way back from a day trip to Pittsburgh, and although it was beginning to get dark, I just decided why not film the place before it's pitch dark and, kind of do a nighttime tour. I was there literally an hour before the place closed on a weekday, so that's why it's pretty dead. Some sources say that this is in Springfield Township, just west of Grove City, and then some sources actually give it a Grove City, Pennsylvania address. But I'm going with Grove City, Pennsylvania just because it's the nearest town and the nearest population of a decent size. This was my very first time visiting this outlet center, and I would have to say I'm pretty impressed by it. It's fairly large, and it's got a lot of really nice stores in it. So this outlet center sits about an hour north of the Pittsburgh metro area, right off of 79, directly in between Pittsburgh and Erie, Pennsylvania. So if you're making the drive from Pittsburgh to Erie, this is a good halfway stopping point. It's also a few miles south of Interstate 80, so if you're traveling that, it's definitely worth the slight detour. So here we can take a look at the directory and see just how large the place is and how many different stores and shops that there were in here. Quite a few. There's even a good mix of restaurants near the area. Is this actually a real official Tom and Jerry ride? I don't believe that it is, but it was still really cool to see. And this fire truck, is that supposed to be Ghostbusters? I'm confused. A brand new $40 million project would begin in 1993 in Springfield Township near Interstate 79. The location of the outlet center was chosen because it was directly in between Erie, Pennsylvania and the Pittsburgh metro area, with an estimate of around 8.1 million people living within a 100-mile radius of the location, making it an ideal spot for a mega retail center. The Grove City factory shops would officially open in 1994, serving the city of Grove City and two major cities of Erie, Pennsylvania, and Pittsburgh. With the outlet center's strategic location and popularity, in 2003 it would see 40 brand new stores added. Also that same year, it would change its name to the Prime Outlets of Grove City. Then, in 2010, the Simon Property Group would acquire the outlet center and rename it from the Prime Outlets of Grove City to the Grove City Premium Outlets. And this is the name that it currently has. And that's really all the history to this place because so far it's been pretty successful. It doesn't have high vacancy rates. Most of the shops and stores that I came across were filled and open. Now, of course, walking around this place, we do have to take into account that it was near closing time, so some of the stores were just closed for the evening. I did manage to stumble upon a number of stores that intrigued me, and I would have loved to go inside and take a look at them. Unfortunately, they had closed for the day, so if I can ever make it back up to this area, I'll definitely do a daytime revisit. They had a bunch of these random coin-operated kiddie rides just scattered throughout the outlet center, and these ones gave me Kmart vibes. I know they're not red, but they still gave me Kmart vibes. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you'd like a revisit video where I visit in the daytime and go into some of the shops and kind of show you around a little more. So this brings us to the center of the outlet mall. We're about halfway through all the stores, and this is just kind of a strange area because it's almost like we're entering into like a marsh area. It was actually a really cool area because you had all these benches and different places where you could sit down and relax and just kind of enjoy the area. So I'm going to leave you here for a moment to enjoy this weird marsh inside of the outlet mall. Okay, so they called it a wetland area. Well, I always called them a marsh because, I mean, that's what they really are. So, potatoes, potatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. So here we are at the food court. We're going to head inside and take a look at their offerings. Now, is it just me, or do most outlet malls kind of have a lackluster food court? I don't know, just maybe it's all the outlet centers I visited recently that just don't have a really great food court. Although this one is one of the better ones because it's got quite a few more options than I'm used to seeing at outlet malls. Usually they're kind of half empty. They had an ice cream place, an Italian place, an Asian place, and an American place, so, decent options. But of course, if you weren't, thrilled with the food court options, you could always head on over to one of the restaurants that are located around the perimeter of the outlet center. Because, OMG, they had a Primanti Brothers, which is a Pittsburgh staple, and let me tell you, the food is fantastic. I've never had a bad meal at one of those. We used to have some in Ohio, and it's sad that we don't anymore. When was the last time you shopped at an outlet center? Was it recent? Where was it? And which one was it? I'd like to get a conversation going about this so we can kind of discuss it and just get some general knowledge as to what you guys think about outlet centers, because I don't really think they're struggling like traditional malls are. They're doing a lot better, because all the outlet centers around me, except for the one that's in Jeffersonville, Ohio, now that one's been struggling for a while, but all the rest of them are doing fairly well. Now here's another example of some of those wacky coin-operated kiddie rides. I've never seen these before. It looks like there's a Batmobile, there's a monkey in a banana, and what is this, Elmo? There's this Sesame Street, and then what looks to be like a Flintstone mobile type thing. I want to thank you for coming along to check out the Grove City Premium Outlets. If you'd like to see more content just like this, you can check out the links on screen and in the description box below. Become a member and help support the future of video. Every little dollar helps to generate more revenue so I can continue making these videos. It's a huge expense. For those of you that are supporting the work that I do here, I want to thank you so much, and a big thank you to all of my members who actually subscribe and monthly are donating. It's just incredible. Anyways, that's going to do it here from this outlet center. I'm heading off to get me some Primanti Brothers, so I will see you all on another episode of the Urbexstead Mall series.